I will give it to Rick, though, because he has the light that is, like, above his camera.
Oh yeah, the ceiling lights.
Very angelic.
Yeah.
And they're off.
They are off. Let's go.
Southern Ferry, I think, is our starting location.
Yes, that is indeed. With a spoils bag starting item.
Actually useful in our settings? I cannot remember what our settings are.
Yeah, the one joy pendant.
Oh, that's right. Okay, Diamond Step is dead. Star is dead. Angular is dead. Mail is dead. Ooh.
Oh, no mail.
Hyrule is dead. Interior is dead. Required double Pictobox.
Yeah, with a shield on there. Oof.
Oh, I suppose that means that it might not be required completely. Dins is required, though, so we do have Tachi.
No Cabana Deed needed.
Banna's dead.
Let's go.
Delivery bag on golf. Okay.
Oh.
Because we don't have Diamond Step, they're able to route that in however they feel like, really.
Yeah, that's true. Pretty late or pretty early, it doesn't really matter.
I wasn't able to read what the path hints were. So
Yeah, me neither.
We'll see how that goes.
Earth Temple is required, or is one of the dungeons. So we'll see how required that shield is.
And Mother and Child Spiky Chest. Are we taking this over to... No, we're not taking it to Western. Have Great Fairies in the settings?
No, we don't have Great Fairies anymore.
Okay. I really need to look at, like, the settings list. Until then, I'll continue to spread misinformation as much as I please.
Oh, hell yeah. Alright, so we have the longest dungeons. That's cool.
A heart container on top of Earth Temple, so... Paybag is only going to be for Big Pig. I'm assuming Big Pig is still in the settings.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Big Pig is not in the settings, I would have rioted.
Okay. Okay, I'll note that.
Alright. Small Island? Didn't catch that.
That was smooth.
It's smooth.
At least it looked smooth to me when the runners get here.
Definitely.
Hit there. Hit there.
Alright, the standards. Go to Cliff Plateau. Talk to the mailbox.
That's not standard, to be clear, to those viewing for the first time. But it is a nerve-wracking experience to do a live event and race on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, do you want to explain storage, or do you want me to explain storage?
Storage is a thing that we do, and yeah. It lets us do things.
I'm taking it then that you want me to explain.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So the trick we're going to do here is we're just falling down with the Wind Waker out, and then we're going to cancel about 3 frames before Link hits the ground. This puts the game in a state that allows us to store, hence why it's called storage, different types of events that can happen within the game. Some of those are beneficial, so for example, Kinnian's going to open the chest, collision, gone. Doesn't exist, to a degree. So we start to climb walls, we can phase through walls sometimes, really cool. We can also store cutscenes. You'll see that if you ever watch a vanilla speedrun. We can store doors. And we can lock the camera, which can be an issue for those who are photosensitive. If we start to see that, it's called a super swim coming up. We'll let you know.
Yeah, I doubt that we'll see it though.
So runners are going to get storage again at the top of Cliff Plateau. We want to take this chest which allows us to skip hitting, I think it's 5 or 6 switches on this upcoming island, which would be really slow, requires an item we don't have, and sucks. So we preferred this method, or if we had a different item, we could just clip through without storage.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to do that. The normal strats for that.
Oh no, vanilla strats are so much pain. Big reason for why we're doing this is we do know that Maneinko is required. We could potentially get a shield somewhere else, but Earth Temple is in logic, so I don't want to just bank on all your shields. Well, on not needing all your shields. So the runners are going to try to do a section of the overworld before Windfall. Ideally, you want to get one Picto or both Pictos. That is the ideal because we know that double Picto is required.
Yeah, definitely. Also because the runners usually will try to do another trick in combination with the Picto effects.
So there's nothing that we can really get in the game that will speed up this portion of the map. So doing it early isn't really a detriment in any way. Like, there's some rounding things that could be improved if you add different items, but it's not a major setback.
Yeah, it's really Bomb Island which we chain together with it, and it's not really punishing if you don't do it.
And do you want to do Bomb Island?
No. I don't want to do Bomb Island, thank you.
Yeah. So it also provides the justification to not do Bomb Island later.
Yeah.
We're gambling that Bomb Island's dead. Always gamble that Bomb Island's dead, to be clear. But,
yeah.
Do you want to explain why we're peeking chests and not opening all of them?
Yeah, we have a nice little setting called Chest Types Matches Content, which means that every chest that is spiky and red and gold has an important item for us in it, and all the chests that are not spiky and gold, red and gold, are not gonna have an item that we need to complete the seed. There are also some chests in the dungeons that are blue and they have keys in it. We're already seeing a lot of deviation from what I would say standard openers. Kinnian is doing daytime Windfall. Usually we would see nighttime. Of course, that's because Mila doesn't have anything. And Rick is just going to Outset instead.
So the reason we're going to see Rick is doing is in the game, we're able to kind of, you can see Link's right hand is in the wall itself when he's climbing up. So we have a single frame that we can roll, and we'll actually continue to stay out of collision, which allows us to skip turning it to night. It is frame perfect. Game runs at 30 FPS, and Rick is not having a good time with this.
Yeah, and the reason why you would want to do this one is because of another Ghost Ship, which is on a nighttime cycle, and you kind of don't want to mess it up by just turning it to night here. That being said,
it would have been faster to go to night.
Definitely been faster to go to night at this point.
I can also, if we think, oh, Rick is turning to night, sunk cost fallacy, it is not a good sign to see that many failed roll clips so early. I know from a mental perspective, when I get that type of situation, it's not a good seed.
Yeah, but... And it was for nothing as well. Ooh, that hurts even more, if you ask me.
Empty bottle off Maze chest. Okay, that's going to be useful for Kinnian. Is one more check they're able to do when they get to Outset that Rick wasn't able to do.
Yep.
Where was the sword?
Fail. The sword was, I don't know. Remember?
The sword was given to us by our prisoner, Tingle.
Okay.
Probably why he was in jail.
Yeah. Be carrying around sharp objects.
Only children are allowed to do that.
Oh. Early Lenzo door cancel. Oh.
So on one hand, no, I'm going to explain this. I love door cancel for those who are unfamiliar with who I am, Crane. So how door cancel is going to work is a text box. We're going to progress through the text box, and then we open the door, which starts a specific sort of set of events, and we finish our text box. And that gives us a really special state for Link, where the door is open, so his collision has changed. That's just how the developers did it. And then we store during that state, as opposed to storing opening the door. And that basically removes all of our collision, besides, like, our ability to stand, which lets you climb walls, literally.
Yeah.
Downside is, unless you do it frame perfectly, you can't see a thing. Pause.
Is that actually a thing? You can do it frame perfectly and not go blind?
That was recently found, I think, 2-3 months ago.
Oh, I was not aware.
Yep. It was found in the speedrunning vanilla community, so.
I see, I see.
But kinnian was able to get the lights back on, or put the lights back on, by talking to the kids, starting tag. That resets Link's camera, which allows you to see again. And keep the state, because we want to keep that state.
For hearts.
Rick is just going to be catching up, taking a few of those checks on Windfall. None of the runners are ahead so far, to be clear. They've just done different checks.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see a minor lead for probably another 5-10 minutes. I feel comfortable saying someone's ahead.
So, what do you think about kinnian doing door cancel while there is a shield hinted on Nenko?
I think it is... So it is a little bit risky, because you already know that you're going to have to bring Pictobox back, but if you have a Picto-Lock Picto in Lenzo, then it's actually an insane play that plays out quite well. Because you're able to do your first Picto check and give it to Pompey and Vera, or the Gossip Girls, and you can come back from a Nenko later, and it's a really, really fast check.
It's true. That is true.
The sucky part is that if you have a Picto when you do this, you have to kind of do the sequence again. You don't have to door cancel. You can get a normal intended route, but that is slow. And so that's kind of the trade-off you're making.
Alright, let's see if it pays off. No.
Never lucky.
Never lucky indeed. Alright. Well, at this point, you just pray that there's nothing on Pompey and Vera, then...
Yeah, basically. Having a fantastic time rolling. Here's that rolling is not the thing for Rick today.
Alright. Oh hey, there's a joy pendant.
That's insane.
That's really convenient.
Why is it convenient?
Because, well, we need to give a joy pendant to Miss Marie here.
Gave us a lead.
And, well, if you didn't have a joy pendant here, you had the option of either coming back to Windfall later with a joy pendant, or sitting through a pretty long cutscene with the kids.
Wind Temple is in logic, which means Iron Boots are required, so that's a really, really good find.
Yeah, Miss Marie's very generous today. Also, I saw on Rick's stream that the transparent chest is a spiky chest.
Okay.
So that's nice to note.
Okay, so this is where I feel more comfortable saying that I think kinnian has a slight lead against Rick. The day-night cycle is better. The first 3 nights are kind of the ideal for Ghost Ship, because Ghost Ship is going to go Crescent, which is the island they're at right now, Diamond Step, which is dead, and then Bomb Island. After that point, I don't have it memorized because I basically accepted that it's just going to suck regardless.
Well, the fourth night is Spectacle, so it's also not that bad. But still not ideal.
Okay, that's good to know. I'll try to remember that. So, obviously don't want first night anymore because checked Crescent. We're heading down south to Poprin. And so we're kind of aiming more for that third night at Bomb Island if we're trying to be hyper optimal.
Yep, definitely. And yeah, another good reason why Kinnian might have a slight advantage now is because the leaf is just an insanely good item.
I completely forgot to mention that. Thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. And there was a hint for paw print. I can't remember what it was. It might have been Scale the Wall was hinted.
I don't know. I don't remember. Okay.
Okay, Kinnian is not using bombs, so I'm assuming he can scale the walls. Hinted.
Yeah.
On that side, Mikey. So technically, no wait, we don't have to. We can't do the early strat.
No, we don't want to do that crane, even if we did have no shot.
Look, sometimes you do what you gotta do in the race.
I don't know if that's really.
No, it's a terrible idea.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. You need to come back here anyway for Wizard Cave, right?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Is a thing.
Frame is unfortunately not super useful. I think it's one check in DRI that's in settings.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's the chest on top of the boulder, but they also have bombs, so yeah, it's useless. Banana is useless.
One day. Not today, or tomorrow, or really this week, but ideally one day we'll find a really good purpose.
Yeah. Somebody should just go ahead and discover like a very elaborate glitch that you can do with just a boomerang.
That would be good. Figure out how to get storage with the boomerang. Trust me, that will be massive.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and we hit the rock, and I think that was smooth.
Yep. I think it was smooth. Obviously, we don't want to store it because the other check here is awful to do normal.
Looks like Rick is also going to go do the secret cave that's down over there.
Oh?
Oh, Kinnian using storage.
I don't think she meant to do that.
Typically, no. So, when you have storage and you pull out the Wind Waker, what you are storing is the Wind Waker kind of coming out into that stage, and that gives you camera lock, which is used a lot in the vanilla speedruns. And it looks like that was a head check?
I'm not sure. I think Kinnian is going for it with the newer strats.
We do have Leaf, so that
Oh, okay, yeah.
works.
Flying.
This strat is significantly better than the old strat, which is you kind of go through the island and then you have to climb up around. This one we just basically jump straight to.
Yep. Very nice.
Okay, it is spiky. I am blind. Oh, that's going to be really useful.
Oh. That is really nice, yeah. Now I'm gonna assume that Kinnian is gonna also grab the Wind Shrine and the secret cave.
Yeah, I think that's a solid route in this case.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if there's anything in the secret cave. Oh, there is.
Another piece of cheese.
I do love me some cheese.
Are you going, Rick? Rick is just gonna go do the same. They just inverted each other.
Yep.
Bigger classic.
It really is a Wind Waker classic.
Won't see it this seat, unfortunately, but did you know that there's a shortcut to this secret cave?
There's a shortcut?
If you have fire arrows, you shoot 3 of the torches, and then you do the 4th room, and it unlocks the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I do know about that. So, it's pretty nice. Fortunately, fire arrows is not a common enough item to read it out.
No, it isn't not. Which makes me sad. It's a brat.
But when you do have it, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay. Rick is going for the new strat to climb up. Sort of just jam yourself in the corner over there, and then maybe you get popped up, and then go up.
I don't know if this is faster than just the leaf.
I don't think so. I think leafing is faster.
Also, just leap
But-
to that and then do the same angle setup.
But Rick doesn't have to leaf, so...
I'm stupid. Thank you. I forgot. We even have like these little trackers that show us what they have, and I just...
Yeah. Happens sometimes. The new strat is faster than swimming under the entire island, though. So, there's that.
That's good.
Alright. And Kinnian's gonna go to outset. Kinnian grab a fairy?
I don't know.
I want to say no, but I also don't know for sure. So, we'll find out.
I would hope that it's a yes first try, so Kinnian, roll clips on point.
Yeah.
It's still a dead chest, regardless, but
Also seeing Cyclos.
I believe Cyclos was hinted fire? Oh, we're just leaving.
Oh.
He might be going to Mother and Child. Might not?
Yeah, I think she realized I need a fairy, so yeah. She did.
Now, getting that fairy is sometimes harder than it looks, because if you are off on the angle, you get water. So you still go through the entire, like, get item animation, and then you have to dump it. Then you have to go for the fairy again, and by that point the fairy's moved. And so you're just... It's a roll of the dice sometimes.
And then you get slightly too close and the fairy just gets consumed instead.
Another Wind Waker classic.
Yeah.
Hey, Rick, where are you going?
Oh, yeah. I just remembered that Male has been hinted to be dead, and so I'm gonna get so annoyed by the mailbox dancing the entire seed.
Male's hinted dead, which means Grandma's dead.
Yeah, true.
This seed, it is optimal to let Grandma die.
Oh no. I don't have that happening though. But we got soup. We get rewarded anyway.
It's soup, but that... if Rick doesn't save Grandma, one, as a community, we prefer to save Grandma. That's just a general policy.
Yeah.
But if Rick decides not to, then that is a pretty good time save, actually.
It is.
Kinnian had to go back to Mother and Child, get the fairy, come back here. It's a painful sequence.
Although you do have Earth Temple, so Getting soup is very convenient. Gas me.
That's fair. Oh yeah, we have this big octo.
Yeah. Ooh.
So this octo is a little interesting from a history of the randomizer standard. So we used to have a worse hint system until Tanjo left us, but Tanjo was here and he helped rewrite it. However, in the old hint system, this fairy would give you a hint, and we kept that in there. So there is actually another hint for this fairy, which is also in the settings.
Yep. That's the main reason why I feel at least that this is the main reason why we added the fairy to the settings.
Fish? Ghost ship chart on Great Fish. Okay, that's good.
A required ghost ship chart on Great Fish. That is some information. Usually the Octo girlfriend is not that good. So
No. Usually it's on Windfall. You will find an item that will help you in your quest, and you're like, really? The island with like 17 checks will have an item?
yeah.
Oh boy.
That amazing. All right. Rick
No, Rick, it's a bait. No.
is a bait. Unlucky.
Aw, Beetle gave us a piece of his heart. And an ad.
Just exploiting us for money. Catering to our feelings. Oh, the golf. Oh no, it didn't fall into the water. Oh no.
And then you activate the shoe. Yeah, it's there are a few ways to get around this. In fact, you typically don't close the little acorn into the hole. There's a jump slash, there's a damage roll, actually leaf from where the, like, I think it's before the first hole, all the way over to behind these vines, and just skip the entire thing. That's the fastest method.
You can do that?
Yes.
Oh. There we go. Goal finished.
I decided to check information. It's the second.
Okay. Yeah, I do know that. Wait, so there was something in Horseshoe.
Yes, horseshoe was required. This is actually a spot where boomerang is useful if you don't have bow. Downside, we have bow.
That's true. All right. Now the question is, was this just hints or was this a path? So I don't remember.
I can't remember either. I'll also say I'm not a big fan of the cave before the chest, just because if you miss this jump, then you have to do everything over if you just, oh, it's delivery bag.
Oh, right.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, on one hand, it takes a lot of skill to jump straight into the vines.
Yeah.
On the other hand, that hurts.
Oh, back to Outset. What are we going to do at Outset?
I don't know. Oh, Kinnian hasn't checked top of Earth Temple, and we still have these Reef Ferry.
Fair
This
enough.
is kind of the easiest route to get there. I mean, and the only route. Alternative would be you do Southern Ferry, go west for Cyclos at Shark, south to peak this, and then to the reef. Instead, we're going to go north to Shark and then probably southeast.
Makes sense.
We're on part of Shark Island. Cyclo spawns. Oh, but we're just okay. We're good. Spawns on the east side. Rick, unfortunately, falling into the house as opposed to through the house.
Oh no. So he lost his door cancel? Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he fell into the water, and you just do the exact same movement you were planning to do, but really unfortunate that we have to see Tachi.
Yeah. Yeah. We did get the 3 longest dungeons. Fortunately.
Pick. You're just playing tag.
Oh no.
Every single opportunity he
child.
has to roll, he is instead talking to the NPCs, which, great guy. Rick is a really friendly person.
That's the wrong
Fortunately,
guy.
he needs to tag a kid.
Yeah. Kinnian is opting to do the octo with her bow. That's interesting.
Bombs are significantly faster.
Yeah, faster and if you ask me, also easier to aim.
The only time the bow can be faster, Rick can just not catch this child. Bow is faster if you have light arrows, because you can shoot the arrow through the octo and then hit another eye on the other side. They do that in HD speedruns.
Alright. So, what's gonna happen next? I think Kinnian is gonna go grab Junari and go Great Fish. Okay, I was wrong. I was wrong.
I think Rick side hopped twice. One hop, not 2 hop. No, it does look like Bomb Island. I wouldn't. I think your route idea better, because if we are going to Bomb Island, we want to go ship chart so that we can do a 2-in-1.
Yeah.
This
it's
just
required.
hurts to see. I'm personally just gonna chalk this up to day 1 nerves. I mean,
Oh yeah, like
live event. We don't do these often.
I'm not sure. I think for Rick it's definitely the first time to be at a live event. I'm pretty sure. I don't know about Kinnian.
Kinnian's second.
Okay.
Maybe third? I'm really bad at remembering people's attendance.
Well, it's my first time here, so I don't know. And Ivan is also a little bit of trouble. Okay, no, there we go. That's fine.
And we get to see Bomb Island.
being something, apparently. Which I am very sad about. Because, yeah, I, like, don't want to do this.
Yeah, so the reason Bomb Island just sucks is... So, these magtails, they'll curl up into a ball, and you throw them onto that switch, but sometimes they don't land on the switch, which, okay, that's annoying, but happens. Or they clip through the switch, and it doesn't activate. That's really annoying. I think in my opinion, the one that feels the worst is they bounce back out.
And you have to wait for them to uncurl and then leave the platform.
Yeah, they just mock you.
If you try to throw the other one, oh my god, it's an empty bottle.
They genuinely get bottle percent. That's not common anymore. Hasn't been for years.
Yeah. We only need one more. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. If like the magtails bounce out, or maybe don't bounce out, can't really throw the other magtail in because it will just fly with the other one, and it's just
Always a time loss.
always a time loss. I'm convinced that there's a strong correlation between magtails and lava equating into awful locations.
I potentially would have lost this race because with Cabana deed not required, my brain went Cabana dead. No, Cabana basement dead. This
Yeah.
check is still a check. Or it's the fourth bottle.
Oh, that would be something.
That would, I think after seeing Bomb Island having a bottle, it would be just a slap in the face.
I kind of hope it's a bottle.
I want it to be a bottle.
Yeah. Give us the bottle percent.
Bottle, bottle, bottle. Aww. I mean, yay, that's required, but aww, bottle.
From the runner's perspective, yay, sure. From our perspective, oh.
Actually, are we running on a build that's new enough that we have the hammer block?
Yeah, we do.
Oh. Potentially not required.
That's true. I mean, Earth Temple is a thing.
It's
fortunately.
very likely required, but I'm trying to have a little bit of hope. Fortunately, Rick is just not having a good time with the southern part of the map.
Yeah. Fortunate.
You have to go to the other side. Yep. Worst part about Zunari, you talk to him where you can get close to him, and then you remember you have to go over here.
Yep. He only talks to you about wanting to get more merch if you're not at his merch.
Check out Zunari's merch shop, now at Windfall. It sells large statues. Kind of a bad merch shop when you think about it.
Yeah. Do you think it's like an actual flower, the town flower, or is it a statue of a flower?
You know, that's a really good question. I don't know the answer to that. Thinking more about how I'd like to purchase like one of his hoodies. Look really comfortable.
They do look comfortable.
I would buy a Zunari branded hoodie.
Yeah, I think Shinari should reconsider his inventory.
I mean, the end result of Zunari is a giant golden statue of himself, so I think he does have a very specific set of priorities.
Yeah.
Rick doing golf.
Hell yeah, Rick. Let's go.
We got another 2 of those.
Alright, required Gosha charts. Let's go.
The nice thing about why Kinnian kind of routed this way is we can talk to this Goron here on Greatfish twice with our Town Flower. That gives us the only item we need due to just how our settings are enabled right now. if you do the full side quest, it is a lot more back and forth between a lot of islands. It's just 2 trades, and then we move on with our lives.
Yeah, the Gorn. I'm not a fan of the Gorn training quest at all.
I think it's cool from a routing perspective and terrible from a I'm having to do it perspective.
So I wanna ask, because I've played some HD randomizer, and in HD you can only trade 3 times per day with a specific Gorn. Is that also the case in normal Baker?
No. No.
No?
No.
It's a weird quirk that they added. Alright, also going to Rock Spire, which is not great because we can't do the gunboat here. Might have to come back. Unlucky.
Waves giving Kinnian a hard time.
Yeah. I swear those rocks in particular are the hardest rocks to break.
And Rick finishes golf.
Yeah.
Now the goal is to not die in that cave. That would be bad.
Sure, it's fine. Sure, it's fine.
Fine once he comes out alive. This cave is also kind of nice to have Boomerang in, the one that Kinnian's in.
That's true.
If you don't want to use all of your arrows on the keys.
That's very true, actually. I forgot about it. It's a new check. Well, it's
Not a new tech.
not a new check. It's newly added to the random set to our official settings.
It's also a kind of a fun way to kill them because, like, you have to retarget, and so you're just, like, alternating between L and whatever button you put your boomerang on.
Yep.
It's kind of fun.
And it's nothing.
Yeah. We almost have a full heart, though. We need one more piece of heart on Kinnian's side for that.
Right.
It looks like Oct 2.
We are indeed. Our runners
Oh,
being
we
told.
will not be commentating anything about the seed. But
Yeah.
we can talk about
North.
don't say that loudly, okay? This isn't a sponsored stream.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Okay, I can do that. This restream is sponsored by Beetle Boat Shop, now featured in several locations, local to both you and your family. Here at Beetle's Boat Shop, we carry a variety of food, like bait,
Also
bears,
pet food.
and a piece of my heart. Come to Beetle Boat Shop today.
Today. We also have a loyalty membership. Alright, we're back in action.
We are
Oh,
fire
wow.
and ice off Tsunari.
Oh wow.
Sorry about that. I was seeing what our kind of pause was. One of the players needed to reconnect the controller. was giving them a bit of issue. So nothing serious, nothing major, just an unfortunate technical issue that is now resolved.
All right.
Just to give the stream some context about why we randomly paused. It wasn't just to inform you about Eagles Boat Shop's fantastic deals going on now at Rockspire.
Yeah. A very special offers exclusive to that location.
All right. Kinnian going to head over to Needle Rock. Needle Rock is very useful to have Fire and Ice at because you can both get the actual check for the island and the cave, which is just fantastic. You're also able to shoot a bird. The bird lights on fire and then hits a switch.
Yeah. It's okay. The bird is not actually harmed by this at all.
Oh, I was going to say tastes delicious.
Oh. I mean, sure it does. Actually, do you think?
It tastes like chicken.
I'm not sure if it really is that tasty. They look a little bit.
Anyway. We're now at Needle Rock, which is a fun little shoot the torches game.
Yeah.
It's also very convenient because Kinnian, you can see, is running a little low on arrows. Down to 5, going to be 4. This is an arrow refill spot though, so super convenient. Just a nice thing to be able to route in.
Definitely. It's another spiky. With a sword. Very nice. Now again, I would like to mention, we don't have a grapple yet, so we also can't do discount boats. Those are part of the settings. But we can go to Goshen. Which is very nice, because we know it's required, something there is required. I guess we'll find out what it is.
And we are going to be pausing again, which means we can go back to sponsor of this restream, Zunari.
Zunari Shop.
Here at Zunari Shop, we provide you with high-quality sails, flowers, and statues of us, Zunarians, at a charge. Not free of charge, unfortunately. The sale will give you free of charge once. We only have one in stock. Come soon. Please. Actually, no, we don't get it for free in the game. It's like 40 rupees.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a high-quality sale that we are offering to the first lucky person.
Oh. Yeah.
That airplane food.
airplane food.
On one hand, I feel uncomfortable in the silence. On the other hand, I want to talk once I've been given the thumbs up.
Yeah.
We're off again.
Off again. Art.
Okay, with a new controller, hopefully be good. Might be doing some minor calibration, but
There
we're
it
able
is.
to do the rolls. Kinnian unfortunately missing the leaf pull. Yeah, probably faster to just kill the enemies.
Yeah, assuming you don't get a stealth spawn. Which you didn't.
The South Host doesn't spawn unless the wizard is alive.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I thought you were shocked that it didn't, and I'm like, we stabbed the Wizrobe. It's gone. Do we need money in this seat anymore?
No. No, not at all.
Man, so that is a required item because we do have a Wind Temple. That's
Very required.
That's all I have to say on that. It's kind of like Iron Boots where we really wish we could skip it, but we can't.
Yeah. Somebody find another use for command melody.
You want another reason? I want to get around it. Find me a way to skip command melody.
Okay, fair enough. Find a way that we can load rooms without going through the door.
And Kinnian's going to go over to Ice Ring. This is good. That clears out our entire southeastern quadrant. No reason to really come back here, except for maybe tree branch. Item on tree branch.
Or boating course and
Boating course was into death.
angular as well.
Maybe?
There's Picto.
Picto?
I don't actually remember.
I think angular might have been hinted dead. Next time I should need like a little notepad that just says angular dead or angular not dead. Nothing else.
I do want to say that there was an island that started with A that was hinted dead. So
Kinnian gonna go safe with the boots. You can actually just angled roll through this wind. It's a non-issue. I suppose though that the cave is in settings now?
it is.
Okay. So the boots are useful to get to the cave. Otherwise you have to Wind Waker buffer, and that's painful and slow.
Painful and slow and kind of easy to mess up. Totally not speaking from experience.
I would never have experienced that.
Yeah, no. Why would me mess that up? Oh, never.
That ice is really amazing. It's preserved these enemies. Knows how long.
Yeah.
Goblin didn't die. Hey, now he's dead.
Oh, conveniently turns around. Let's go.
Yeah, that's not bad. Solid thumbs up here. Now you get the thumbs down, unfortunately.
Oh, hitting the helmet because he's a slightly lower elevation. Unfortunate.
It is spiky though, so we got a piece of cheese. Are we gonna get another piece of cheese?
No, it's just straight up the deluxe Picto. Double Picto on Ice Ring. That's crazy.
Ice ring box.
Absolutely crazy.
I can't make Picto work with ice or rain. So, box.
It's an ice cube.
Yep, that's a box shape. And is going to come back. So coming back to Windfall right now is actually totally fine. I think we can finish it completely. We can get Tsunari, we can get Creep, we can get the Transparent Chest, we can get... We already got Miss Marie. Oh, mail. So there are 2 mail items that we cannot get yet that are in Logic. Maggie's letter.
Maggie's letter and Moblin's letter, yeah.
Moblin's letter I know is. I'm not sure just because Maggie's letter has to go through the mailbox. I don't think it's a mail check.
It's not a mail check, no. It's a.
That
it's
feels like a
check.
weird technicality.
Right. Kinnian deciding to do a door cancel, which is fair. Probably is if you do it well, it probably is faster than like unlocking the door. You don't have to ride the mill because you have a leaf, but
We have to ride the windmill because we need to get Creep.
oh, that's true. But
I think it is still generally faster, but it wouldn't have been a major swing in either direction. It's faster because I don't think it doesn't trigger that.
yeah, that
There's
is
a
true.
cutscene, so you save that cutscene. Yeah, no, it's a good approach, good strategy. Thumbs up.
I like both. I like both approaches. I mean, if you didn't have leaf, then I would definitely opt
Oh yeah, no.
go for the door cancel.
The amount of things that Leaf makes it so you don't have to do, significant.
There's
Moblin's-
Moblin. Okay.
Are we just gonna get all the items to finish Windfall at Windfall?
That would be
No.
nice. There's Mirror Shield. What about that?
So,
So,
we're just missing Hammer
Hammer and Power Bracelets.
Bracelets. And that would give us Earth Temple.
Yeah, we are almost an hour in and we still can't enter a dungeon. The classic.
Enter a dungeon. That's just, what are you gonna do? Defeat a boss? Lame.
Alright. Bomb bag. Alright. Sure.
It's an item.
It's an item. Doesn't help, really. Bombs are not really a problem resource.
Yeah, we've already gotten through all the bomb spots as well.
Yeah.
Quiver is better.
Definitely. Quiver is a million times better.
Not sure I'd go that high, but yes.
Alright. So, time to creep.
Okay, here we go. I was about to say, I wonder when Kinnian is going to change it tonight. That's a prerequisite to this.
Yeah. Alright. Do we have any Becrievers here? Any Becrievers?
Got one for
We
Creep.
got one
We
Becriever.
got two for Creep. We got
Let's
two
go.
against Creep. I'm going to assume that
Alright.
unopinionated. So it's 2 and 2. For 4? Bottle?
Oh. If it is the fourth bottle, that would be hype.
To be fair, Pibby did say 4th bottle, but I didn't want to
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
we just flew past Creed. Imagine what that would look like to him, just this small child. Whoosh.
Oh, it's a fine night indeed.
Ooh, the Creepers are having a good time. The Faithful is not a good time.
Yeah. Creep almost always comes around when you need him the most.
For those who are unfamiliar, Creepers, or those who believe in Creep, he has a good item. If you're not a Creeper, you think he doesn't have a good item. This is just a long-standing joke in the community because Creep, the amount of seeds we've seen him both have the thing and not have the thing is substantial. Power bracelets.
Especially last season, you just needed so many items for Creep to be in logic that it's so unlikely for him to have something.
And then he has the sword that you were in Casino for.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm sorry, Creep. And then you prioritize him, and then he has nothing, and you're like, come on, Creep.
Yeah. You got the power bracelets. That's cool.
And they were fire and ice. Well, I suppose just fire locked. Fire and ice because it's the same bow. Second bow locked power bracelets, which is nice because there are parts of Earth Temple that are locked behind the fire and ice arrows, and so. Yep. It means all of ET is in logic at the same time, except for we don't have hammer.
Yeah, we don't. But going to Fire Mountain for that? I don't know.
Fire Mountain's a lot like Bomb Island.
Yeah.
It has a check, but do you really want to get it?
Oh.
No. You
Oh,
don't.
Angular was hinted dead.
Oh, nice.
I saw it this time.
Did we see the path hints as well?
No.
Gosh dang it. The only part of the routing that I haven't been able to figure out because I don't have them. Fortunately, this is a very boring part of Wind Waker. Riding the windmill. Anything that deals with Fire Mountain. Oh.
Pull the leaf there, you don't fall into the thing. Skip a little animation.
Yet we still enter it.
Don't know why. I guess hitbox the loading zone is just a bit higher or something.
I can't remember the reason, and I'm not going to spread misinformation on that one.
Fair enough.
Hey, was it worth it? Was it worth it?
Oh,
Ooh.
it is spiky. Wow. You hate to see it. Oh,
Grappling hook, okay.
it's a grappling hook.
I had a French vanilla grappling hook because Fire Mountain is a volcano, and like DRC is a volcano.
I want to say no.
I'm hearing no.
All right. That's does give a skill to wall, and we do know that that is spiky, so
Very convenient spot. Just go northwest.
that's true.
I'm gonna go over to. Rick had not done the like ice rain in those checks yet. Honestly, at this Rick is gonna do it. I was gonna say just do Forest Haven backwards. You'll never have to come back here again. And that's what Rick is gonna do.
Yep. It's pretty nice.
A little low on magic, but I think he has enough hit. So you don't actually need to grab this platform. You just need to get close enough to hit like an invisible collision box, and then you'll just respawn. But it looks like we should be good.
Yeah. Messed up the ledge grab, but it's fine.
Wait, it's that easy.
And
That looks
that-
required.
that does look like something. Is that a piece of cheese?
It's either cheese or cabana deed. Or did we? I thought we
it's
got a
not
hint at
cabana.
cabana deed location, so it's not that.
Yeah, it's that Cabana D was hinted on. Hila.
Note to Mom with Scale the Wall. That is dead. It is cheese.
It is cheese.
Will we see Hyrule before we see a dungeon?
That would be something.
Find out this time on Wind Waker.
All 3 dungeons are actually just unhinted dead. Imagine that. There's probably a seed out there that has that.
Yep. Ideally. Okay. Kinnian is going to take this. Looks like storage, but storage is actually a 2-parter. The first part is called a Wind Waker dive, which is what Kinnian just did. The storage part is when you cancel it at a specific timing to land on the ground.
Yeah.
We use it to dive under islands sometimes.
Yeah, and because of the way water works, Waker, you'll get zipped up here.
If Link is swimming with his head above the water, so he's not under it, the game will just lock him to as high as the water is.
Yep.
So, see it in right there. We won't see it this seed, but you can see it with early Diamond Step. Diamond Step was dead, so that's why you're not going to see it this seed. I can't think of many other cases for it.
You can do it on...
for Cabana.
Yeah, you can do it on Cabana. I don't think... I don't know about any other cases either. Alright. So,
Gameplay.
I think it is dungeon time then.
I don't know if Kinnian has literally anything else to do.
The gunboats.
Okay, so there's gunboats. It is actually possible to get into Wizard of Cave with what we have. It's not recommended ever, but it is possible.
That's big. No, not big yet. We don't have bait back. No, I think that's it. I think it's just gunboats.
That's our overworld.
So
Inkles.
yeah,
Can't get him, but it's still one of our leftover overworld checks. So we're at like 6 overworld checks, as opposed to basically all of Earth Temple.
it's time to go to Earth Temple. That's what I'm hearing.
Unfortunately. So, the reason why this hurts is Earth Temple is always a bait
Yeah,
place.
it is.
If you, it's worse than Creep. Creep at least is a nice little short check. Going to Earth Temple, full clearing it, and finding out the light arrows was on like the other overworld check you decided to skip instead of like and go to Earth Temple instead. It just hurts so much.
It really does.
It does have nice ambient music. I'll give it that.
Yeah, I have to agree. I do like the Earth Temple music. Oh, opening the warp.
That could be useful because if we don't get Hammer and we need to come back to right side, we will have Hammer by Wind Temple.
Yeah,
Or
that's true.
we've just decided to gamble that Hammer is a fake item.
Oh no. Yeah, that really sucks.
I don't know what a good route through this would be, right?
I probably just go straight to Johanna.
Okay, so you would go basement first, then save warp top. Would you take the warp pod on the left side to go back down and get the basement area?
Maybe, yeah. I think so.
Earth Temple has a lot of options, which makes it really fun from a routing perspective what to do, and really annoying from a racing perspective what you should do.
Yeah. Amount of times. I personally like to do left side, but the amount of times that left side is just nothing is too much.
I am a left side, best side type person, so.
Come on, Medley. Come here.
That is a key chest.
I guess, we do have another use for Boomerang here.
That's right. You can get the item in the banister. There is a way to get it without Boomerang or Hookshot using the Warp Pot, but it's kind of cursed. And I can't remember how to do it, but you can like get the
Sounds
boost.
awful.
You get the boost from like exiting the Warp Pot, and you can land like on the banister.
Wait.
You can thank Acer for that one.
Okay. Oh, it is hookshot. Kind of looked like... I was a little bit disappointed. No. It kind of looked like a bottle for me. But
I thought it was a key.
I thought it was a key. Okay.
Silver color.
Alright. I think we are gonna go straight to Johanna. Well, take the route to Johanna at least.
You definitely want to stop off and get the checks on the path to Jahala, because otherwise they are some of the worst checks to come back to.
Yeah, they really are.
There's no good warp pot. If you take this route, then you have to find another chest, or you have to get back down. No, it looks like we're going left side first.
Alright. Don't hate it. Yeah. This is a very good example of what chest storage can do.
Oh, so a very deliberate choice that kinnian has just made. You can't do left side early without hookshot.
True. That's actually true.
Or at least no way comes to mind instantly. There's probably still a
I do believe there is some very wacky way to do it with Mirror Shield and Medley. But don't ask me how that works, because I don't know.
Okay, pulling out the bombs. I was like, explosives? Just need to hit yourself, or injure Link in any way to kind of get the pokes out, so that's the fastest method if you don't have anything else. Or light, but with chest storage, we can't climb the ladder.
You can hookshot onto it, but then you need to hookshot onto it with reverse controls.
Well, you still can't climb it, though. You need to climb the ladder. There's the hammer!
You can climb the thing, but you have to hookshot onto the ladder, and then
I see.
yeah.
Now, oh, Earth Temple loaded. Kinnian, don't stand there. Don't stand there.
Not punished.
Very luckily not punished. If the hand happens to retract and you're standing right there, you're just... I think it's basically just guaranteed at that point that it's just gonna...
Yeah, it will grab you without linked it to.
Which, I guess on the bright side, does give you whatever you stored.
Yeah, that's true.
On the downside, it sucks.
Backflip. Alright, so I think kinnian is gonna... Oh my god, another spiky. Wait, no, we don't have a key. Ooh.
The small key skip for the mini boss isn't bad at all.
Oh, there's the last pearl.
It's
Into Tower of the
also
Gods.
one of the options you have here. This is actually kind of fun in my opinion. Is you can climb up the ladder, break the right elephant statue as if though you were going to do small key skip, and then you just roll out of bounds. And
Yeah,
now you have
true.
your small key.
That's actually true. I didn't think of that.
Or you can just get one.
You can just get one.
Thanks, game.
Yeah, that works too. Oh no, that doesn't. Yeah, no.
Always L slide for that. Now kinnian gets to fight the Redeads. Actually, hold up. Boomerang is better there. It's another use for Boomerang. It's a genuinely better item.
Very true. Maybe Boomerang is not that useless after all.
Maybe Boomerang was the friend we made along the way.
Yeah.
I do feel a lot.
The item that stepped up.
Hamlet? I feel better towards Boomerang as the seed has progressed.
Yeah, makes sense, yeah. Boomerang really was the item that stepped up the seed.
Hookshot here, going to be fantastic because we can just... Or we can just save quit.
Yeah. We don't need
Actually,
anything.
Not what you want to do because we just deleted that small key.
Did we?
Yep.
I thought it doesn't get deleted with mini boss. I think you get it in mini boss, right? But
I might be stupid.
I think it's only in the boss. So if you have it stored, if you go into the boss, that you delete it.
I know it's definitely the boss. Yeah, no, that works. That pans out.
Okay. Okay, and now we can just get the rest of her temple, and just in general, almost got all the items suddenly. Her temple really was loaded.
Yeah. The one seed.
Yeah, indeed.
I would expect that it's basically going to be empty for every other restream SGL seed, or it's always going to be loaded for content because everyone is going to push it off.
Yeah, yeah.
Except for in the finals, after all these seeds have been restreamed and it's always been loaded, then they're going to prioritize it. It's going to be empty. Everyone's sad.
Yeah. That is how this works, right?
Yes.
I kind of don't expect there to be anything else in her temple.
Safe expectation.
And since the other dungeons were all not hinted at, there is a very safe expectation that there is gonna be at least one of the items that we still need.
So Rick is going to clear out the rest of the overworld. So Rick is pushing the Earth Temple as well. He's a bait approach, which is a safe approach.
It definitely is the safer approach.
It also
Fortunately, it
means
doesn't pan
you
out.
get to see new things.
True. That's a
This is
shard.
genius.
You do need
Rick,
that.
Rick might genuinely go to Hyrule before Earth.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Nope, we're going to Earth Temple. It's a sad day. I'm a sad man.
Rick have anything left? I think did Rick go to Needle Rock? I'm not sure.
I'm really shocked by the camera angle kinnian is using here. I have no visual cues on how this one works if you do it angled like this.
Yeah, it looks like her camera is a little bit too far to the right for the camera perspective, because she's a little bit left of the corner when she rolls.
Typically, I will just tap target again and then swing the camera behind you.
Oh,
And then your camera can show if you're actually out of bounds.
I see.
Because the camera itself will clip out of bounds.
She got it though, very nice.
Rick has now entered Earth Temple, and we'll see how fast he realizes that it actually was a genuinely good location to see.
Yeah, it would be pretty funny if Rick didn't go left side though.
I mean, it wouldn't be funny for Rick.
Oh yeah. No, it would it definitely not. So, we have a use for soup.
That's true. It's slightly easier than Ice Arrow Hammer.
Earth Temple, since Mill being dead, Earth Temple is the only reason why I would consider picking up soup. Because you genuinely just use it here.
I'm just bad at the game, so I prefer to have soup.
Oh, I mean same, but yeah.
Got a hook shot. This is a fun thing. At least I think it's fun to see how different runners do bomb push storage off chests. Because there's a few ways. You can either place the bomb, instantly pull your Wind Waker, fall and cancel. You can turn around twice. Don't ask me why, but I feel like that's more consistent, so it's what I do. I think you could also just try to YOLO yourself into the bomb, but I don't recommend that.
Oh, Rick is going Valhalla.
So, for those who like routing things, kinnian kind of did a little bit of a misplay here, because it would have been, first off, wrong answer. You want to leaf over to the small door key, enter that, you can actually shoot this banister from through, like, the grate, and you skip needing to, like, go through that fog that cancels all your items, which can save a little bit of time.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of time loss. Obviously, you do need a small key for that, but we do have small keys, so unlucky.
About what other sort of fun facts we have for those who might not have heard them or those who are new to Wind Waker. Those doors, they have an invisible wall behind them. You don't want to hit the invisible wall. It makes you sad. You can crush Link's head on this Sonstone, which is actually really nice if you need to get storage again off that chest.
Yep. Fun fact, you can actually get storage off of dropping of these coffins. It's awful, but
I had not thought about that, and I'm ashamed of myself for not thinking about it, and then also disgusted by the knowledge that it exists.
It's awful.
Leaf on why? That's a question I ask. Why would you do that?
I agree.
On X, very simple. Left to right. You can leaf pump really easy. Leaf pump with the full shoulder on Y. Let's go. Get that arm workout.
Still wrong though.
Funny.
It's leave on set.
That is acceptable, but still shameful.
Okay.
The Z button, it doesn't actuate that well on the GameCube controller, so I don't like using it for anything that is more timing.
I guess it's fair. I don't use a controller. So, I guess that does help.
Hey, Kinnian is doing Jahala. Very fun boss. You get to do the same thing 3 times.
Yeah. Except, the more times you have done it before, the more the lights will start disappearing.
True. Also have soup, so you only need to stab them.
Yeah.
If you don't have soup, then you basically always have to jump slash or spin attack. Both are not good options. The music is great.
Yeah. I like Jahala's music. Pretty nice. Alright, 1 hour and almost 27 minutes in, and we're finally done with the first dungeon.
Let's go! Rick still is not done, left side. So that's kind of how Rick is caught up to where Kinnian is. I'm betting that Rick is going to do left side. Realize he has to do right side. Be a little bit sad. And then I'm not sure how he'll correct. Oh, you can just take the green warp pot to go over to the launch one. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Typically, you would do left side into the blue warp pot, which will take you to the basement, and then you finish up with the basement.
Yep. What Kinnian is gonna do right now, the basement.
Checks in the basement. One of them sucks. One of them's okay. 2 of them are hintable.
Yeah. There's one check, especially if you are doing some out of logic stuff, that you really do not want to see, and that is the left chest in the basement.
Left chest when you don't have mirror shield. It hurts every time.
Yep.
But we do. So it's okay to see. Still a little annoying, but okay.
Alright, let's check the basement then. Suddenly going for the fan melody, not even checking the chest yet.
Potential time loss by not doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, that chest is dead. I don't think we have the big key chest yet, so we're expecting at least 1 key chest.
I think so, yeah. I think so. Very hard for us to see. If one of these transparent ones is a key chest. But it could definitely be. But they're not spiky, so regardless, don't. Okay, we don't need them.
The race finished over in another quadrant.
Yeah.
For me, it sounded like a re-dead screaming, and I didn't see it on screen. And so my body just kind of panicked. Because I can handle the re-deads when I can see them, but when I can't, then I'm like, it's going to get to me. It's going to be a time loss. I hate this. Come on. But we're fine.
Here's another use for the boomerang. It's the Stalfo starter kit.
Yeah. They can't handle their potassium.
Yeah. Alright, so I like what Rick is doing here. Saw that the both chests are nothing, so he's just gonna go into the key room. Which then, if you pull a bomb to go back out, also opens the salvo script. Does mean that you have to do the BK room, but I don't know. Do you think it's faster? Or do you think it's not faster than using
I think
medley?
it's faster, but did you say pull out a bomb? Because you don't have to do that. It just helps prevent a soft lock.
Yeah. Okay.
I just got confused because I thought like that information had been found so long ago that it was just like people were learning you have to pull out a bomb for that piece of the door to vanish, and it's like, okay.
I've learned, I've been told that you just soft locked if you don't pull a bomb. So I guess
it's a potential option.
it's only a potential soft lock, but still, it still means pull the bomb because you want to be safe.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I typically safety save, and if I forget to safety save, that's when I soft lock.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, depending on the last time you saved, you have to do all that all over again.
Kinnian, going straight to Wind Temple. This is basically the best option you have. I think really the only kind of routing I have left in terms of the main map that I would think about is basically Wind Temple, finish up the overworld, Tachi. Because then you know you hit go mode Tachi, and there's nothing outside of Tachi that you'll have to go back to, except for maybe ankle, but you can't get ankle before Tachi anyway.
Kinnian only has, well, available checks. He has 2 gunboats left in the overworld right now.
2 gunboats, Wizard Cave.
Oh yeah, Wizard Cave is also a thing. True. I already forgot about it.
I can't blame you.
There is the Postman, but we don't have Magus Ladder yet. There's Big Pig. We don't have Payback yet.
Not big, we do not pig.
Ankle, but we don't have the statues yet. So I didn't think that was like available right now. All right. Here is the only, well, okay. The only reason why we need to command the beginning part of this dungeon.
You need it to go through 2 other rooms.
Yeah. It's unfortunate and nice if somehow we could find a way to skip that.
Really, if we find a way to skip Iron Boots in the basement, that's even bigger, because that removes Iron Boots as a required item from basically every check. In a glitched logic sense of it. Okay, so Kim's going to do a trick called a spring. How that works is we actuate the spring with our Iron Boots, standing on the very edge so it doesn't exist to the game. Like, it's not loaded into a degree. We hookshot on the tree we take off our Iron Boots first. That unactivates it. But we don't launch. And then we can hookshot the tree, and that kind of stores us jumping off, which is why it's called spring storage, but it is not to be confused with storage, because there's no storage involved.
Yeah, makes it even more confusing because I believe there is a way to get storage off of a spring.
There is a way to get storage off of the spring.
Yeah.
You stand in, like, you need to go on the corner, which is the same corner. Well, it's not the same corner, but you need to be an extreme part of the spring, which is also a good spot to get spring storage, to get spring storage.
Oh, you have to close the thing.
It's a 1 frame turnaround.
I see. This is so these are actually new checks for season 7.
Also require iron boots. Okay, we need more ways to get around iron boots with these.
But this is probably the most confusing dungeon sequence. For those who aren't aware, dungeon secrets are places in the vanilla game where there's a guaranteed joy pendant. I believe they're all joy pendants.
Yes, they are
Yes.
all joy pendants.
And since season 7, you can randomize those too. But that's cool.
This is so the room that we were just in was one of the required uses of command melody. This is the other required use of command melody. In theory, the rest of the dungeon doesn't require it at all. In practice, it's very painful to try to get around it. Mainly getting upstairs.
Yeah.
There's no stairs.
All right. Now, this is interesting. Kinnian is snipe.
I don't know why. Honestly, I don't think the snipe is really faster.
I think since the dungeon secrets, in the many cycles room, I don't think it's worth it to do this anymore.
Well, I always would just hook shot leaf over to get the switch.
Yeah, that's also what I do now. Before dungeon secrets, I would go snipe the thing and then go here, grab, peek the cyclones, the many cyclone room, then store the chest, go into the big key chest room, and save quit.
Someone retimed this recently?
But since there's a dungeon secret, you actually need to cross the entire...
Well, so the route I've found that I've timed through is you go up to the top. So you check that left chest, you do the switch for the fan, you go up to the top, then you do the hurricane room backwards. End in the big key room, save quit, and then you can do the rest of dungeon.
Yeah.
And you don't get a bad fan cycle, and it was pretty fast. So that's why I'm just like confused why we're doing this forwards.
Also, Rick decided for Earth Temple to go to Tower of the Gods.
Potentially that could play off.
Yeah. This is gonna be a true rando moment.
A feather. Got a good water cycle. Annoying, but it's possible for the water to rise after you try to get to the dungeon secret. And then you're a little sad.
Yeah. The double bonk on the spring.
Bonk, bonk.
Alright. First key found.
You actually don't want to find any keys. Ooh, that's an okay key to find. So you don't want any small keys, so that way you can skip floating, like, hop across boxes, because it's a guaranteed key then.
Really don't want this to be a key chest.
No. And we're sad.
We're sad. Now, you can still skip the other chest here.
And like, I think the strategy there is you do a similar thing that we do in like ET, where you beat the boss, save, warp back to the beginning, and you get that check. But
Yeah.
does it suck? Hop across boxes sucks.
I think that is exactly what Rick is gonna do. He's gonna store this chest and the floor one skip on this side.
I'm assuming that the stored chest just makes it easier to do.
Yeah, it does, because you just fall through.
Yeah,
You
okay.
don't have to do a frame perfect. Yeah.
Hey, that dungeon secret was dungeon trash.
Also, what is a nice thing about getting storage here is you can clip into the mini boss room.
That's right. I'd forgotten about that one.
Which I believe is actually the fastest way to route Tower of the Gods nowadays.
The sucky thing is that you are going to get that Armo, not the Armos, the Wizrobe that spawns on the first side, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take that for a nicer Tachi route.
Magic.
Okay, so Kinnian wants this to be a big key. Then we know the other key chest and say, oh man.
No.
I like skipping a small key when I can. It feels good.
Not a big. Oh, but that's a big key. Alright. Gonna go into the mini boss. And yeah, so with storage you can inch close enough to the door to hit the loading zone for the Tower of the Gods mini boss, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, it's a nice quality of life. Find? Yeah, that's a good way to phrase it.
Oh. Oh.
Is it bottle number 4? No,
Light
it's
arrows. Oh.
Really good. That's bow number 3. And there's no bow number 4, clear. But, yeah, I don't got anything. I don't got any good jokes.
Alright. Drop that. Yeah, so we now... What do we need? We still need 1 sword and 1 shard. For Rick. And... Still haven't seen any item in Wind Temple so far.
Temple has been a dead temple. That is correct.
Is worrying for Kinnian.
A bit. I think the ideal spots for Kinnian is to have Shard on, like, Mulgera, and then the last sword in Hyrule.
I suppose.
That way, Rick would still have to do all of Wind Temple, and that would kind of even out this. If Rick happens to find both the sword and the shard in Tachi, which is looking more and more likely, then that's not good for Kinnian.
That's just a classic random moment.
Yeah, pick the wrong dungeon.
Oh, little early. Oh, but there is a spiky.
But there's the 4th bottle.
It could be.
I'm not going to let the 4th bottle go until I find it.
We need the 4th bottle. I agree.
There's something so satisfying about
Oh.
bottle percent. Have you not seen that
wait.
before?
Yeah, because Makar falls out of bounds, right?
I think it's just that we don't have Makar, so we just void again.
Okay.
It is specifically for Makar, and making sure that we have Makar. But it's funny for people's first time seeing that, where they're like, why did I just void again? And then you void another time and you realize that it's
Oh no. Oh no.
oh.
Oh.
That's really good for Rick. Okay, so Hyrule's dead.
Yeah, Hyrule is definitely dead. Well, okay, no, yeah, no, it is dead.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
what is it, the fourth bottle? Which means it isn't dead in our hearts, but...
Oh, Wallet, that's awful.
Well, it was basically the only other... Maggie's wouldn't be a bait chest, but Wallet is a bait chest.
Alright, well, there's still 2 more chances for there to be something in Wind Temple.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's like 4 chances for Tachi. I had to think through that because I'm bad at remembering checks.
Fortunately, the Wizrobe did get the spawn off. I believe you do need to kill these morphs for the chest to spawn, right?
Kill the morphs. I believe Lago fixed it. So there used to be like a really old, I shouldn't say really old, but the morphs could flip out of bounds and just never despawn, and they would never allow it. But I think we patched out that bug.
Okay.
Because it's certainly a very annoying thing to encounter.
I do remember having that happen to me, and I was very confused.
I
Or at
can't
least-
remember if this was patched out, but I think you also have to watch. You used to have to, at least I would do it to be more certain, those stones fall, because the stones that these bokoblins are in front of also count towards enemies in this room. And if they, like, go all through their exploding animation, you kind of are sad. Bottle 4. Nope, cheese.
Last cheese. Alright. We know everything now.
Yeah, so that is really good for Kinnian. Really bad for bottle believers.
Does mean that Kinnian really needs to do the gunboats before entering Tachi.
Yeah.
Because she does need that shards.
I mean, I think she's just gonna finish up basically the... Ideally, she finishes up the entire overworld, then goes into Tachi. If she doesn't, then that's a very sad day.
Well, I mean... Yeah. I guess at this point, just for a full player, right?
It's always nerve-wracking when you get grabbed there.
Yeah, that's... Especially if you're doing the biggie skip.
Oh yeah, if you're doing big key skip, you're like, well, I guess I'm going to have a long day today. I can't agree with this. I'm a left side, best side person. You don't sidle in from the right side.
Oh no. Open the pot for safety.
I mean, Kinnian can't anymore, but I was about to say, just get a leaf. Not a leaf, a fairy for safety.
Oh, Greg!
Hey,
Greg! We had Greg!
it's a good seed if we find the 4th bottle.
We had Greg. This is... Everything is a good now.
There's still 3 more checks. We have Megara. We have the dungeon secret that hopefully Rick looks at. And then we have Godon. Nope.
A hard container.
Left.
Now here's the thing. If I were Rick, I would actually just gamble the hop across still.
Haven't seen. That's another chance for Bobble. Okay, I'm happy, man. The only thing we're missing from the meme set is like Hero's Charm and Magic Armor, which you can't really get from Spikies. So
No. They can be anywhere.
goodbye, Mulgera. You will not be missed.
Nah, definitely won't.
You will be dust, though.
Awful joke.
There was a build-up. Godon head placement just
Alright.
laughs at us.
Alright, so ideally, Kinnian goes to get her gunboats.
Yes.
Now, do we live in an ideal world? That's the question.
No. Ideal world has the fourth one.
True. That's true.
Getting snot arrows feels good, especially since we don't really have any arrow refill spots left. So,
Yeah, not really. Until
Hyrule.
Hyrule, yeah. Alright, Kinnian, no. Kinnian, no.
Hate to see it.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the wrong decision. But, of course, he doesn't know that. Probably just saw a very out-of-the-way gunboat check. Two very out-of-the-way gunboat checks.
Shout out to Ankle having fourth bottle.
Although, I guess it is worth noting that Power of the Gods Gomo is not significantly faster than doing it. I mean, it is faster, obviously, but it's not like Forbidden Woods Go mode or something like that.
No. It is not the speed of Forbidden Woods Go. And Rick is going to gamble that hop across boxes is a dead check.
I completely agree with that. Simply because it is unlikely for there to be nothing in the Wind Temple. Not hinted.
Only one shard.
Yeah, you're one item from Go. And there is...
How important is one shard?
apparently a whole lot.
It'll be interesting to see if Kinnian gets hop across boxes.
We'll see.
I really, really want to see it.
Just want to see the bottle, don't you?
I just want to see it.
Yeah.
The moment it dawned on me that fourth bottle, like getting all the bottles was possible. You don't see that often. It's cool.
The wrong paw. that dungeon secret is definitely very awkward.
Yeah. I kind of like it though, because you have to account for it, and it's new.
It is new. I don't think there's any dungeon secrets that I actively dislike, except maybe the first one in Winter.
First one in
So out of the way.
really does suck.
Okay, bit unfortunate.
It is not a fun place to avoid. I'm gonna give my least favorite to the first one in Forbidden Woods, because you have to climb all the way up.
That's a fair one.
A little annoying. This is really the only downside I have to commentating Wind Waker races. Like, they're just completing dungeons we've already seen.
We have seen everything. We're just waiting for the execution now.
It's hard to know, like, what can be different. Their routes are going to be pretty straightforward.
Well, there are some different routes already. Like, obviously, and oh, still going the left one first.
I don't think Kinnian is going to be doing mini boss early, but there's more than one way to do it. Chest storage is easiest. You can actually grapple up, jump onto the door frame, and then clip in. It's a strategy of all time.
It is a strategy of all time.
Is Kinnian gonna do? It is the OG setup. Okay. You don't see this that often because it's annoying.
Boomer strats.
I was trying to avoid calling it a boomer strat, but it is really a boomer strat. You need to get Link's foot off the visual of the collision and then angle your camera. The issue I've always had is that if you get too far off, you just fall and you have to reset. And then, you know, another day you just messed up the angle and then you side hop into the void. So we have different ways to get the appropriate angle.
Yeah. Shout out to Tanjo for finding like 500 different setups for it.
Well, they only work for him on different days of the week.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's why he had to find so many.
Tanjo here.
No, we're
He
safe.
is here.
No, he's right over there. We are not safe.
Anyway, mini boss, yay! We got lights.
Yes. I was forgetting, for some reason, I had who was about to get what items swapped, and I was like, Rick isn't about to get lights. He has lights. Kinnian, though, now has lights.
Rick just needs to get the last shard in the basement.
What time is it? Okay, it's like about time for a light lunch.
No words.
Look, I gotta provide something while we're just watching the most boring okay, it's inverted. The most boring cutscene dungeon of Tachi. It's only better because, like, the statue now just hops faster. It used to be, like, bang your head against the wall because that's how fast the statue was hopping.
Yeah.
And then
You could actually time your rhythm of banging your head against the wall with the statue hopping.
yeah.
Like that's how slow it was.
You could still do it with the faster speed, it's just less recommended.
Yeah.
It hurts a bit more.
There's more.
And
Well,
then
actually-
Wind Temple just doesn't really have anything cool that we haven't seen or that I expect that we'll see.
Would it really hurt more with the current rhythm of the statue jumping? Because like I feel like you can't really hit the wall hard with the rhythm. You know?
I don't know. I just play game.
Okay. Moving on.
Play game, make bad joke. Boom. Very nice audio sound, just boom.
Yeah.
Rick getting the small key, which is always nice. Or we don't actually want the small key. We only need one. Big key, very nice. It is possible to skip the big key with chest storage, but there's some risks involved that feel really, really bad to mess up. Really, really bad.
Leaf bumps?
All leaf pumps. There is our fully powered Master Sword, Kinnian.
Yep. Only needs shard on gunboat.
Yep, shard on Gunboat for Kinnian. Shard somewhere in Wind Temple that I cannot remember for Rick.
On
Any enemy's room. Exciting gameplay.
You know what makes it even worse for Tower of the Gods is that the background music is not that great.
I think the background music is actually really good. It's the fact that the laser is just... It's annoying. I don't want to listen to laser noise. I want to listen to nice melodic
Wanna listen to
chanting.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, sure. To each their own, I guess.
It matches the internal screaming I have going through Tachi.
That's, you know what? That's very fair.
So this bomb boost is convenient. I don't know. I'm trying to find something to say about the game, man.
It allows you to, well, skip all the enemies.
When did Rick get the largest bomb bag?
Rick have the largest bomb bag?
He's at 82 bombs. I mean, I've been trying to keep up with both, but between, like, watching both runners and making bad jokes, it's a full-time job.
He also has used a bunch, so it was probably not here in winter.
No. But Kinnian is about to get Greg. If I'm remembering Greg's location correctly.
Greg! Yeah.
Love to see Greg. Except for when you're trying to find an item that's useful.
Can you really be mad though at Greg?
Yes.
Okay,
I
fair.
want a bottle.
Sure. You want a bottle?
That was really close, Kinnian. I would kill the Wizrobe now. Close.
Apparently, the Wizrobe is just high enough that you don't hit it with a spin.
Jump slash.
Yeah.
I don't think we pointed this out the first time when Rick was in this room, but as per usual, the laws of physics in Wind Waker are very well designed. I personally prefer this to an elevator. Just rip me through the ceiling,
Yeah,
please.
just...
Don't want to take the elevator, just boom.
Very neat little thing. I like it a lot. Now, Rick just got the last shard. Easy go mode.
Kinnian is close, just the Rockspire gunboat, I want to say.
I think it was the Rockspire gunboat.
Yes, because it wasn't a gold gunboat.
Okay.
Well, I'll be confident in being wrong.
I believe you, because I did not pay close enough attention. I just know
Really
that there was a
should believe me.
gunboat.
All right, Rick going into Mira. I think Rick has practiced the one cycle. Very interested to see if he goes for it.
Did pull out bombs.
He has 92 shots. Don't need 92 shots.
I feel like if you're at that point,
Oh, he's doing it.
you just don't do it if you already used 9 bombs. Oh? That looks like it worked.
Yeah,
Alright.
this is genuinely impressive.
Okay, okay. That worked too. Okay. And yeah, that's very nice one cycle.
So, I would clap for Rick, but that might make Kinnian think that Rick won. So, emotionally, I'm clapping for Rick. That was really impressive.
It was
Physically,
very
I
impressive.
cannot clap.
That is multiple frame perfect things that you need to do right there.
I can't remember how it works anymore, so I'm just gonna nod my head and say sure. I know it was frame perfect. I don't know if they've made it easier.
But I am also not sure how it works.
We hook shot and use bomb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Personally, if someone put a high-grade explosive near my tongue, I might act oddly too.
I don't think that's a very nice experience though.
I have not experienced it. I don't think we've seen respawning hands this season. That's nice.
I'm not sure. Yeah, Rick is gonna go to viral now.
Oh. Kodon did not take his medicine. Yeah, no respawning hands. That's quite nice.
Very nice, yeah.
Got the bridge of his nose. Little rude.
Alright. Gonna go hang out in the grounds.
I am really interested to see if Kinnian hop across boxes. I want to see hop across boxes. Because it does mean, besides Master Sword Chamber, we've seen the entire seed.
Yeah. It could be bottle.
And it could be bottle.
Could also be more bait. Who knows?
I think it actually could be legitimate bait, because I don't think we've found that yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be a brown chest, so we wouldn't get it. But it's cool in theory. It could also be another Tingle statue.
Imagine.
I think 5th Tingle statue is our only bait item left.
Ooh.
Besides the 4th bottle.
Yeah, or a wallet.
Or another wallet. Okay, yeah. Or another wallet.
Alright, we're seeing hop across.
Ah. That being said, Kinnian is kind of on a timer. Usually Hyrule is like sub 8 minutes, if my memory is right.
Something like that.
I mean, Rick has a very strong, convincing lead. I think the only thing that could really break it would be the worst PG of 2024 or dying to Ganondorf.
Yeah. I mean, it could happen.
It could happen. It would be fantastic content.
If it can happen to Advo, it can happen to anyone.
That's even more true.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, hop across boxes.
Something.
Right? Left. Spiky.
Oh, it is spiky.
Oh. I was trying to think of a way to mix bottles with believers, and then I realized that's still just believers. With like a bigger B.
It's
Oh, big pack!
No!
We big. We pig.
Oh yeah, show me that big pig.
I'm so happy that it was a bait bag to a degree, because it was still a bait item.
Oh, we're going pigging. We're going pigging.
Okay. We have 2 great pig enemies on screen. We have Big Pig, and we have Puppet Ganon, who kind of looks like a pig.
I think he looks like a pig.
It's a great snipe off by Rick. Unfortunately, the next 2 shots aren't working out. Looks like he's going to go for the attack. Misses that. Nice.
Did he cut the rope?
He did cut the rope, but he shot it down. That's fantastic.
Very
That is
nice.
another I would clap for him if it wasn't going to cause issues.
Well, that's pretty much the hardest part of Hyrule done.
Yeah. I mean, grapple skip for some can be worse.
That's true. We'll see. Oh, here it comes. The big throw.
Physics is completely good.
It's so beautiful.
We obey the laws of physics in this game.
It's so beautiful. The pig fly through the air.
Okay.
It really melts all your worries away, you know.
I don't think that's the right position.
I think it's fine. And it's a silver rupee.
Okay, Big Pig unfortunately failed us.
Yeah. You hate to see it. Ricky's having some problems with the worm.
I usually think of this one as a snake. The worm I give to Mulgera.
Yeah.
But I can see it.
I mean, if you really think about it, snakes and worms are kind of the same thing.
Basically the same animal.
Yeah.
But that is the end of Puppet
Except-
Ganon for Rick.
Except all the differences between them.
I mean, you don't need to focus on that.
Yeah.
What you do need to focus on is how high of a rope climb will Rick accomplish? Pretty okay. For those who don't understand what's going on, you can kind of mash A and B to climb the rope, and it's faster than climbing the rope because physics. And then we're going to do a few other janky collision things to get to Ganondorf faster.
Are you saying that you don't climb ropes like that in
I don't climb ropes in general.
Okay, that's very fair, actually.
Ooh, grapple skip.
Can't really say that I do. Oh no.
Got Puppet Ganon Phase 4.
There we go. Try for shard for Kinnian. He's also in go mode.
Rick is dealing with... So, I joked about Puppet Ganon Phase 4 and the grapple skip, but to a degree it sometimes feels like this ending section with nerves. Like, I'm checking race room, I'm seeing that my opponent hasn't finished, and I know the seed was bad, but I also never think that I'm usually expecting to lose,
Yeah.
to put it nicely. So when I get a moment like this, that's where it's like really nerve-wracking of, okay, where are they?
Oh. Another slight mess up. Chain, luckily, didn't go through it. Okay, we're through.
Perfect.
Alright. Get a box light? We can get a box light.
Okay, it's just Ganondorf.
Just Ganondorf, which, you know, you can pull an Atvo here.
Ganondorf is straightforward. You just have to slash him and then not die. As long as you don't die, it's a really straightforward process.
Alright. Zelda needs to hit him now. Missed. Again. Oh, got hit. Uh-oh. Now keep in mind, Rick does not have soup.
No soup, no fairies.
So he is 2 hits away from being dead.
Because Big Pig deals more damage than the final boss.
Yeah. That is true. Okay, that should be through. Yeah, that's through the second phase of Ganon.
We're not done yet.
Now Zelda needs to cooperate.
Zelda could shoot Rick, and Ganondorf could... It's... No, we're...
And we do get it.
That
So...
is... GG's.
Time. Yeah. Right.
I don't know what we're supposed to do. Like, do we do interviews with runners
Oh.
now? Yes? I'm hearing yes.
I don't know. I don't work here, man.
I just sleep in a hotel room over there.
Yeah, like... I don't
Like,
actually
let
know
me-
what I'm doing here, like...
That feels pretty accurate.
Oh, that was loud. Oh. Alright. We're here now.
Well, with the screen transition, while we get the runners down over here, obviously we would like to thank Speedgaming Live. Oh,
Hey, I don't
That
know what's
is a
happening.
screen.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we definitely.
yeah. We're very grateful for them. I mean, it's only day one, but, like, hosting a live event, letting us as a community. Looks like we are going to finish it out on kinnian's side.
We are.
Rick is sitting right there. Unfortunately, Rick, I'm going to have to ask that you stay sitting right there and don't interact with us until we have the proper interview. Otherwise, it's like the really awkward, like, hang out with a friend where they're like, hey, let's hang out. How are you doing? And then you have the entire conversation you're going to have over text. And then you still have a lunch with them. And it's like,
Yeah.
has anything changed in the past 12 hours? Nope. Okay.
Probably not. Still, sort of still in Ganon's head.
Yep. I think we might have a long enough. Oh no. I think you have to. If you had pressed A one more time, I think then we could have seen if Zelda walks off. Because Zelda will just leave Link after a certain amount of time.
Really?
Yes, it's kind of hilarious. Very good shot.
Okay, one hit.
Just need 2 more of those.
Good.
A little high.
Throw some YOLO shots at him.
Come on, get the YOLO spin shot. It feels so good.
Yeah. Really hard, but when you do get it, oh boy. That's the good stuff.
Oh yeah. Very
Alright,
good shot.
not bad.
I can slightly clap now. Just because we already know the results. Rick, to let you know why I'm saying that, there were many times where I wanted to clap because you had done something rather impressive, but that would have just thrown Kinnian off completely about what was going on. So I'm trying to remember, since we call this the spider phase, but it only has 6 legs. Is there an insect with 6 legs that looks like a spider?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not an expert on insects.
Neither am I, that's why I had to ask. Unfortunately, no one here is.
Well, you never know. Maybe there is someone, you know? You never know.
I'm not getting any hands from the crowd, so...
To be fair, still has like a dragon slash lion slash whatever head.
Don't worry about the head. Don't worry about the head. We're worried about the legs.
Okay, okay. Just the legs.
Just the legs. Just getting the YOLO slash off, that works. There's a few ways that you can stop PG3. Unfortunately, that can happen when you stop him.
Yeah. Isn't it technically possible for the worm to go entirely out of bounds?
Oh yeah. No, he can just saunter out of bounds and then potentially never come back.
Yeah.
The only way you get him then is you have to like hook shot up to a platform, bomb ledge clip out of bounds, and chase him. I think he still can't leave like the larger collision zone that exists, but
There is a floor out of bounds?
there's a floor out of bounds,
Okay.
and there are actual invisible walls that extend out. You can see
Right.
that in HD. If you watch, actually, I don't know if they still do it in their speedruns, but they used to flip out of bounds and do stuff there. Climb that rope. With Link, it's not as cool, but there are some models, since we do have quite a few custom models in our community. I don't know if we'll see any, but we do. But some of those custom models make absolutely hilarious noises when you climb them as Link. Or, I suppose, as the model.
Yeah. Yeah, we do appreciate the people that have made the models. They're all very good.
Okay, we'll see if Kinnian falls to PG4.
Extra sure.
Okay,
Very
PG4
nice.
completed. Oh.
Ooh. Almost.
It's really annoying to be on the outside of that fence. That's a great ledge grab. Okay. Kinnian's Ganondorf is going to be slightly faster than Rick's just because of the soup. Double damage. It's fantastic. Talking to Zelda just so she shoots faster. That's a nice little speed up for those who don't know. Zelda gets back up.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. No!
Honestly, good way to end though.
Alright,
So I think each of you put on one of those headsets now.
I think so.
I haven't done this.
Yeah, me neither. So,
Oh.
welcome.
I almost want to ask, Rick, can you go on that side? Just because, look at, if you can see that camera,
yeah.
When we bunch up that way,
Okay.
it cuts you off in half.
Hello, runners. So, how are you feeling? It was a seed.
Someone confirm if we can hear the runners on stream.
Testing. Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay, so we got Rick.
But I
Oh,
yeah.
okay, there we go. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, we have everyone.
Alright, there we go.
So yeah, that was a seed.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Earth Temple having something. How does that make you feel?
The Skullhammer?
It had Skullhammer. It had other stuff.
Shots.
It had Hookshot. That's right.
Had,
True.
It was actually a useful location.
I want to say it had one more thing, but I don't remember.
Pearl. It had
Pearl.
Pearl.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Thank you, audience members.
Yeah.
Lost the runner.
Lost the runner again. Oh no.
Oh no.
Wind Temple was meh. True. Completely dead except for the basement.
It's going to be a very interesting interview of us asking each other questions about.
Yeah.
We're going to do the best we can. Okay, stream. It's not your fault. I don't know who to blame. I'll blame
Trez. Even
Ron-
though he has
Ron-
nothing to do with this
Ron-
at all, I'm
Ron
still
Larger
gonna blame him.
organization. Yeah. I'm out of questions just because I'm trying to figure out how to tackle the situation of the runners. Mics. Rick, does your mic work?
Oh, I think, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it does
so
seem-
you interview Rick.
Okay.
Um,
Cool. We'll interview Rick. All right.
I'm going to
sure.
frantically just look over.
All right. So, yeah, Rick, what do you think about the seed? How did you feel?
First half, I played pretty bad, as you saw, but second half up until, like, Ganon, I played pretty well, I think.
I think it went pretty well. I think you also made some decent or some pretty good routing decisions in the end game, skipping hop across and stuff like that.
That was just a gamble, yeah.
Yeah, it was very very funny very funny Wind Waker moments where you're only in your first dungeon after like 1 hour.
Yeah, that was a.
That was interesting.
I half heard you. Marked improvement. Marked improvement.
Improvement. I honestly, I don't really know what else to say about this.
Pushing off Miss Marie and finding out she had Leaf. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I wasn't too upset about that.
Okay.
I think worse things happened.
Worse things did happen. You did run into quite a few controller issues.
Yeah.
Happy that we got that resolved.
Thanks, Gymnast.
Does the audience have any questions? I'm doing this so that I could hear if you have questions. Ron question. Race-related question.
Yeah, race leader. Maybe I can give my headset to Kinnian so she can also comment a bit.
Okay. Now it's my turn to interview Kinnian. Yeah, Wind Temple before Tachi. Was it so that you could like full clear and exit Tachi
It
with
was
everything?
like just a choice. Because
But why? Why make the choice?
The only thing that pushed me to Wind Temple was thinking that if I get all the shards before ending Tachi, then it's just right there.
Okay.
That's the only reason, because I had like full equipment for both, I think, at that point.
Yeah.
So it was just coin toss,
Okay.
basically.
I think Wind Temple was also lower in the spheres than Tachi was.
Probably I did not think about that, to be honest.
Most people aren't, and
Yeah.
I really hate doing it, but as a commentator, I'm able to keep track of spheres a lot easier.
I usually sphere track, but since I didn't have anything to write down my hints, I was a bit lost, so I didn't really pay attention to this kind of stuff.
Okay. Inverted question for Rick. Why Tachi before Wind Temple?
It's like, I think that full clear route of Tachi is not as bad as Wind Temple.
Yeah. Okay.
Versus the go mode, yeah.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank now at this point. Any questions that you two have for each other? That's
Yeah,
always a
so
fun
I
one.
heard you skipped hop across. That was like my almost last check that I did, and it got me bag. So I went to
Oh.
the big pig, which had nothing.
That's unlucky.
And so our last location, the shard at Rockspire, I think. So I think I would have gained some time by skipping hop across, but I hate leaving checks like that. Just in my mind, if I leave something, it will have the item I need, so I must full clear everything.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's item, until you check it, it is progression.
Yeah, exactly.
Once you check it, it's dead.
It was kind of a roller coaster of seeing that it was spiky, and then it was Baybag, and I was like, oh, is it gonna be some stupid chain? Like, oh, it's gonna be the last tingle statue on Big Pig to the last shard on Ankle or something like that, and then no, Big Pig was just nothing.
So our ideal route was Big Pig into last Tingle statue into bottle number 4.
Oh.
That would have been so troy.
It would have been terrible for
I-
you.
Yeah, I don't know, Rick, if you got all 3 bottles as well.
Yeah, Rick got all 3 bottles. We never found bottle number 4, which is why it became such a fantastic nominee for bait check of the seed. But I think we're good to wrap it up here. I can't remember where all of our trackers went. I think they might have swapped as well. Nave tracked. Who else? Someone who disappeared and I can't hear through the headphones. NATO.
Yeah.
I'm very good at this. Then obviously, thank you, Magnus, for commentating with me. Thanks to Speedgaming for hosting the event, and we encourage you to stay on, see what other games are going to be played, and there's going to be more Wind Waker. This is day 1. That was a really good audio cue, but I don't think it was for us. Goodbye.
Bye.